Hey everybody, how are you? I hope all is well. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and we've got a whole lot in store for you. Welcome to Open. Coming up on today's show, we'll be joined by a writer about her passion project from the Bronx to Berlin. We got to get over there and see what that's all about. And we got the winner of that contest to step into the room to reflect on his experience in Germany. Ooh, he's loving it. I'm telling you, he wants to go back already. After that, we'll check in with a friend of the show, who is a local graffiti artist, and she'll talk about everything that she's been up to this year and highlight her upcoming projects. Then we'll highlight a groundbreaking housing development project and learn about how seniors in our community will reap the benefits from it. Finally, we'll be joined by the CEO and the co-founders of a local bookstore that's helping to improve literacy rates in our borough of the Bronx, and doing it one book at a time. So sit back, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. We're wide open. Let's jump in. Hey everybody, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5, and you're watching Open, the live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. You can stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Leading things off, our first guests are the founder of From the Bronx to Berlin. She loves it here in the Bronx, but she loves it over in Berlin too, so she goes back and forth, and she brought with her the winner of the contest. So they join us to speak about the internship, reflecting on the experiences and gain from, they gain all that information from, and the young man is sitting right here. They're gonna talk about this year's competition too. So please welcome to the show, Petra Baiers and Curtis Common, without the S.
Without the S.
Thank you for having us
Nice
here.
to see you again.
Yes, nice to see you again.
You know, we always say we gotta take that trip over there, well, across the water, you know.
You can win the internship.
I could do the internship.
You can be a contestant.
Yeah.
I pick you.
All right, I'll go. You know, I just want to go as a chaperone. But tell us about that wonderful experience, and then I'm going to jump on you, and you can tell us what it's all about. What do we have to do to get involved?
Well, you know, I fell in love with the Bronx, so I decided to create an internship together with the biggest urban radio station in Berlin, Kiss FM.
Kiss FM.
Kiss FM.
We have one of those around here.
I know. What a coincidence. And we came up with this really nice idea to bring someone from the Bronx to Berlin to experience the radio business for 3 months. So they pay the internship, they sponsor the internship, and I'm in charge for everything else.
Curtis, how was it? I mean, was it a wonderful experience coming out of the Bronx, going across into Berlin?
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful experience actually. It was, I would have to say, one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Just to have an opportunity to go out to Berlin, go to one of the biggest radio stations in Berlin, and get to work with professionals, people who've been working in that field for up to 5 to 10 years, and see my work come to life. It was just a big deal for me.
Yeah, and Peter, you said this radio station is broadcast all over Germany.
All over Germany.
That's a powerful radio station.
Yeah, it's all over. So it's a main radio station for Berlin, but everybody all over Germany can hear it, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, you can listen to it all over the world now these days because you have the internet and everybody streaming and doing
I actually heard it the other day at the Boogie Down Grind Coffee. I was walking in
the
there.
Boogie Down what?
Boogie Down Grind Coffee Shop.
There you go.
And I heard my son speaking, and I was like, wait a minute, this is my son.
Yeah, you can get out there with streaming.
So
we just showed some pictures. Let's take a look at that.
Yes.
Talk about it.
That's another passion project of mine. So before this project started, I wanted to write about the Bronx. I wanted to bring the Bronx to Berlin, the people I met here, and I finished the book now. The book is for sale as from the end of this week. from the Bronx to Berlin.
There you go. All right.
So it's just this is everything I experienced, why I even came here, how I found the Bronx, why I found the Bronx, and the
That's
whole
all-
journey, the whole journey.
It's all in that book there.
Yeah, Olga too. Olga's in that book too.
Yeah, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. I think that book is going to do well. I see some lights flashing. I see some ideas getting ready to pop. It's lit. It's on and popping. Curtis, we just showed you a picture here. I think that you were in Germany at the time.
Yeah.
Talk about that experience. What's that behind you? Where
so
are
that's
you?
actually Museum Island. As you already know, like Berlin is a place that has a lot of history to it. So, you know,
Yeah.
anyone visiting Berlin, I would definitely recommend going to Museum Island and just learning a little bit more about the history.
How's the food?
It was pretty good. I mean, to be honest, I really do still feel like Bronx is just a little bit better, but I did enjoy the food over there for sure.
Well, you know, from the Bronx to Berlin, you can bring some of the foods with you. So, sort of, kind of, or bring the culture with you.
Yeah.
He did. You brought the sweets.
Yeah, oh,
You
yeah.
brought the
Oh
sweets.
yeah, I took so much stuff back to the Bronx.
Kurt, what did you have to do to get involved?
Yeah, so there was a casting that was held at the Boogie Down Grind Cafe. So we all had to enter. There was about 30 contestants. So I was super nervous. One of my friends actually told me about it. It was just like, hey, there's this big event happening at the Grind. You have to show up. So I ended up going, and now I'm here.
Yeah. What did you perform something? What did you perform?
It was more of just the casting. They asked us like a bunch of questions to see, you know, if we were fit to work at the radio station. So yeah, that was pretty much it.
And you got on the air? You were nervous as heck, huh?
I was so nervous. Yeah, so in the conclusion of like the 3 months at Germany, I actually had the opportunity to have my own show. And her son was a part of that show. He's like a big moderator at the radio station. And I was super nervous, but he guided me through it. I got the opportunity to put everything I learned to the test in that last show, so yeah.
What did you say when you cracked the mic? I was like, crack the mic.
What did I say? Actually, there was so much stuff going on. Like, he made me rap on air.
You got better. You spit 16?
Oh yeah. I actually, because I had a stream called Straight Out of the Bronx that I created at Kiss FM. So I was kind of like promoting that stream on my show. And I had to also rap a verse for Rap God by Eminem. And it was so fast.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, what did that sound like? Can you do it right now?
I don't think we have enough time for that.
I just shorten it up. Give me a snippet.
Oh no.
Give me a snippet.
Moving on.
Right? A 1, a 2,
Oh no.
a 1, 2, 3.
He was
4.
really good. He was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good.
And actually, if you want to actually listen to this show, you could actually go to the Kiss FM website, and it's all there. All of my benchmarks on the Kiss FM website still.
Oh, beautiful. Petra, what's next?
We have another casting. So part 2's coming this month on the 23rd of March at 6 p.m. at the Boogie Down Grind.
Yeah.
And I'm looking so forward to it because this is going to be a little bit bigger than the last one. So we learned from the first one. We make the second one a little bit better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. A little jealous, but it's okay.
But
You gonna go with her?
he's going to be part of the casting. I want him to be there because he's the best person to tell everybody how it was. And
Hey, you're down by law now. So.
Yeah.
and this time the person even we have some sponsors who sponsor a German course. So this person who's coming this time is going to have to learn German. So he was a little bit weak on learning German here.
I could speak a little German.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah.
So say it in German. What should we do to get involved?
In German?
Yeah.
Ihr müsst einfach am 23.03. um 18 Uhr ins Boogie Down Grind Café.
18 Uhr.
Um 18 Uhr. You know, we say the 18, the military.
Right.
Um 18 Uhr ins Boogie Down Grind. I can't even say it in German. Boogie Down Grind Coffee Shop.
Yeah.
Bring gute Laune mit.
Well, that's like when you go to Puerto Rico or go to one of the other areas where they're only speaking Spanish or something
Right.
like that. I mean, the first time I went to Puerto Rico, I wanted to hear what they were talking about on the radio. So they went, oh, they go get a Toyota. So you knew they were talking about a car or something. So when you were doing that in German,
Yeah.
and we heard you say Boogie Down Cafe.
Right, right. It's like I speak so much English now that it's embarrassing that sometimes when I talk to my daughter, I say, what is the German word? That is so bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think it's gonna be wonderful. I just want somebody to really take this opportunity again. I
Yeah.
hope this is gonna be a run I can do every year.
Well, Curtis,
That's my
it
wish.
looks like you have a job. You're going to be doing this for a while.
Yeah, I'm pretty preoccupied
first
for the
one.
for the next few years.
That's good, to go back and forth and find out, be a part of other cultures. It's a wonderful thing. It's like an exchange program.
It is.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is. Just a cool one with
Yeah.
a radio
Real cool,
station.
right?
With a radio station. So
Yeah.
I think, the chance to get on a radio station and learn everything from scratch, that's not, a normal exchange program. So, and Kiss FM really is a cool radio station.
Yeah.
And my kids work there, so it gotta
Yeah.
be cool.
How many kids do you have working?
Two.
You have
Two. I just have two kids.
Yeah, and they both have shows?
My daughter is just starting with Kiss FM, and my son is taking her under his wing.
Oh, good.
So, but she's really good. But she's going to be part of the casting on the 23rd. So this
Oh.
is why she's flying in today. No, tomorrow.
We have to come out there and see what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be really nice.
What's the date again?
The 23rd of this month
Mm-hmm.
at 6 o'clock.
And everything's on your website. We can go there and get all the
No,
information.
we're gonna. It's gonna get posted this week.
Okay.
So I have some on there, but we're gonna have flyers now made.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Social media? You got social media?
Yeah.
What-
It's like I have one time Miss Peaches 10, and I have now Bronx to Berlin.
Yeah. And you also have www.kissfm.de
That is
/program.
that's the Kiss FM website.
Okay. So
Yes.
they'll have stuff over there too?
No, they post after the contest,
Okay,
because
got
this
it.
time it's gonna be different. We pick more finalists. We're gonna have a recall,
Yeah.
and the radio listeners gonna pick the winner.
Beautiful. You have social media that you want people to
Yes,
follow
I
you
do. It's Curtis with 2 S's _ Kiss FM.
on? Yeah, post all that stuff up, man.
Oh yeah, it's all on there.
Yeah, it's on there?
Yeah.
All right, so we can go there and get information, and she's going to post up in a little while, and we'll have everything in line. Maybe we'll go
Yes.
down there and check it all out, and we can get a couple of chaperones from BronxNet, from the Bronx to Berlin.
Yes.
It's a wonderful trip, a wonderful thing. Thank you for all you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank
it's my
you.
pleasure. It's like
Yeah.
it gives me. It's actually really a passion project of mine.
Before we go, what would you tell someone who would want to get involved in a program like this?
Who want to go to Germany?
Yeah.
Have good energy, have a good vibe. You have to get out of your box.
Yeah.
You have to like social media, and you have to want to be seen. You got to be loud, but not too loud.
Yeah.
You got to be confident, but you have to be willing to learn.
There you go. All right. Where's it going to be again? Where are we going to meet?
At the Boogie Down Grind Coffee Shop on the 23rd at 6 p.m.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for
Petra.
having us.
Petra Baiers, she's the writer, and of course, Curtis, we appreciate you, mate.
Thank you.
Common without an S at the end. All right, we'll take a quick break. We've got more coming up next right here on Open.
%19.7% of Bronxites currently experience food insecurity. Meanwhile, instead of these nice, colorful foods, this is the best food that they have access to. If this sounds like you, there are a bunch of resources to get healthy food for free or cheap. If you want to help, you might consider donating or volunteering in one of these places. Community fridges like this one are all over the city and allow New Yorkers to conveniently donate extra food to people who might need it. Go to this link and find your nearest one. Food banks and pop-up events like these provide millions of healthy meals to families in need. These organizations are distributing meals to Bronxites as we speak, and are always accepting donations and volunteers.
Only 57% of New York City high school students are college ready by their senior year. "55% of high school graduates either have no plans to attend college or are uncertain that they will ever attend. "34% of young adults don't go to college because they can't afford it. Discover what's possible. BronxNet's education programs, internships, and opportunities help engage and inspire Bronx youth and beyond to pursue their passions. Be a part of the BronxNet family. Whether you're interested in our shows, joining a class, or donating to support our mission, visit BronxNet.org to learn more.
And welcome back, everybody. Our next guest is a local artist and an old friend of the show. She joins us to speak about the recent projects that she's gotten involved with and so much more. So please welcome to the show. Here she is, Olga Correa. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank
now,
you.
First time in the studio?
First time in the studio.
Wow, you know, we always had you on Zoom or one of those other
Yep.
platforms, but now
Absolutely.
you're here
I'm here.
live,
Thank you.
in person, up front
Thank
and
you.
personal.
Thank
It's
you.
a beautiful, and you've been doing some wonderful things artistically.
Yeah.
And we bless you and
Thank
you
you.
for it. You know,
I
thank you
appreciate
for your
it.
contributions. So, what are you working on now? What kind of events have you been working?
Well, now I am currently have a show with Queen of Heart. She does a show on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
and she picks so many artists. So she just had I think her 10th anniversary.
Oh.
And so she made it a little different. She's like, you know, Valentine's hearts and cupids, and she goes, let's do a little something different. Let's do rainbows and unicorns and just colorful, happy.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, oh, that's kind of cool. So I did my pony,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
you know it's so colorful and rainbow. So because I'm a graffiti writer, I'll show it to you. It's available. We extended it. It's actually my name,
Yeah. Wow.
OLGA, if you
Look
really
at
look
that.
at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my little pony as graffiti.
Yeah. Look at that. Wow.
So it's amazing artwork. Please go onto her Instagram, Queens of Heart, or you can hashtag got heart.
Yeah.
And we extended all of the paintings and whatever didn't sell until the end of this month. So
Yeah.
that's available.
It's available.
Right.
And I know before we leave, you're going to give us all your information where we can
Absolutely.
go and see all of that. Now, what's the status with the Boone Avenue walls fundraising?
Oh yes. So this is my piece that I actually painted last year. So what happened was they took photographs of everyone's pieces, and you can actually purchase a print. And it's fundraising because I don't think a lot of people realize when you do the wall, you have to clean the streets.
So like this. Yeah.
You have to clean the streets. So you have to get the weed out of the grass, the garbage, or, you know, buy garbage bags. People don't understand.
There it is right there. Look at that.
Yeah,
Olga Correa art.
You have to actually paint the wall one solid color. It takes material. It takes money. So you know you have to prep. But so this is that, and so I was invited to paint this year. So I'm excited.
All
In the
right.
middle of August. I usually don't know what I want to paint until I get there. They give you the freedom to paint whatever you want.
Oh, so when you get there, then the ideas start to pop.
For
right?
me, some
Yeah.
people will sketch and have something prepped. for me, I kind of look who's next to me
You got to feel the environment.
and,
feel
and the
what's around
colors,
you.
and it'll come to me, and I
Yeah.
would just wing it. So this actually happens to be, it was my birthday. I'm a Leo. And Carlos Mayers, a famous graffiti writer, his son passed away.
Oh,
So it kind of all fell into place. I was kind of just going with the flow. So his son's name is Leo.
yeah.
So he has a hashtag, you can't spell love without Leo.
Oh, okay. Now, how did you get the 139 in there?
He
Where did
used
that
to,
come from?
because he was mayor 139. He lived in the Bronx 139.
Ah,
Very
got it,
famous
got it.
person, Carlos Mayer.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's so that's where the 130. So he has a photo of his son learning how to do graffiti as a child, and he has his father's T-shirt. So I just kind of put that together.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And I sent it to him, you know, and he's such a sweetheart because I had someone pass in my family, and he, you know, sent my condolences, and I'm thinking this man just lost his only son, but had the time to, you know, reach out to me.
Yeah,
So it all fit into place.
Yeah, that's touching. That's beautiful.
I'm
how
excited for
important
this
is
year.
the Boogie Down Grind Cafe for creatives and artists?
Oh, I love it. The fact that we have a cafe in the Bronx is
Yeah.
amazing. I mean, you're right there on Hunts Point. You take the
Mm-hmm.
6 to Hunts Point. You walk right there. I mean, you're off the Bruckner, easy to get to. It has the vibe. You know, they have open mic. They have poetry. You know, we needed that in the South Bronx. We didn't have that. And it's black owned. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
I mean, it has all the components that you would want about the Bronx and empowering just us
Yeah.
in general.
And that's all those elements of hip hop in there too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, how was it when we celebrated 50 years of hip hop?
It was amazing. I actually got to be featured in Bryant Park, the library.
Oh, shucks.
So I was there with April Walker from, you know, she's infamous with the Tupac, you know, T-shirt. I mean, she had her own line.
Yeah.
I was there with just phenomenal people, like epic folks from that era. It's just so many. I can't even, but you could check it out on my Instagram.
Yeah.
So I was honored to be part of it, and I got to design a train, paint it. So I had the train and the logo of the MTA. Actually had the public library logo
Yeah, yeah,
instead, and then I had people come and tag on it. It was so much fun.
Did you ever tag a train?
Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger.
Yeah, when you were younger.
Yeah. But I
I mean, that was the
wasn't-
thing to do. You would see your name
Yeah.
all across the city.
That's the point. You want it, and it was a small community of people that it was by us, for us. It wasn't for the masses. You know, they just thought it was garbage.
Take a look at this.
So that's Wayne. He's a co-founder, and the funny thing about it, we went to art and design together, and,
Yeah.
and I didn't
You
know
didn't
that.
know, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm honored. He just,
There's your train.
there's my train.
Look at that.
Yeah. Those are my pieces on the top. I had so much fun. I met so many people. I got people to interact with us, and it was just right. So this is Mickey. She's from Brooklyn. I love her.
Oh, to the left?
Right. She actually does the same concept in Brooklyn, and I also painted there as well. I can't remember. It's not East New York. It's on my website. And then that's Lexi. I've been
the
a
middle?
fan on her. She's an amazing, famous artist. And she was next to me. So I had these two wonderful women next to me, and I'm like in awe. And then a little bit off the left, there was another woman from Brazil, and we connected, and I'm going to Brazil too.
What about this?
This is Mickey. This is the one on East New York.
Oh,
So there was a collaboration. So the pattern on the bottom is actually from Megan Olson. She's an amazing artist. So we do collabs together. She does texture. So I let her do her texture, and then I wait until she's done, and I kind of visualize, and I don't cover too much of her piece. And that's where you see the head.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, your turn. Did I do too much? No. So I'm a great wingman.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm like, finish what you're doing. I love her texture and her style, and then I come in and have my character kind of morph into there.
Yeah, yeah. And how did you guys come up with the messaging? Stop wars and things like that?
It's usually a theme, and they had the theme. And you know, because of the current situation that's going on, you know, that's the beautiful thing about graffiti writers and artists. You can kind of go with what is current happening and speak your voice.
Yeah.
So, you know, we
Well, you get around to a lot of different places.
I do.
How about the Women's Graffiti Festival?
Oh yeah, for sure. So Majora Carter, that owns Boogie Down Grind, also owns Bronxlandia. So that used to be an old train station. It's a huge place for parties and entertainment. So yeah, that's Boom Avenue.
Jennings Street. I'm going to be doing a big party.
So I'm
over
right
there.
there.
You're right there?
Yeah, that's my wall is right there.
So Junior's father lives around there too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So my wall is right up that block. I usually take a photo of the street so I don't forget neither, where I painted. But yeah, so Bronxlandia, they did a first anniversary all women's graffiti. You know, Majora is really passionate about giving us a platform because this is male dominant. So usually when I have shows or I go out of town, I'm usually the only woman. And I love it. Those are my brothers, you know, I learn a lot from them. They support me and uplift me. So I have no problem working with all men. But it's nice sometimes to have just women because we take a different approach to things.
Sure.
You know, so that was awesome too.
I get it.
Yeah.
So I'll be over there in July.
Okay.
They have the Jennings Street Block Association. And
Yes,
we
they
have
do.
a bunch of us coming down to be a part of it. And there's
Oh,
going to be food
cool.
and music and everything. So maybe we should
I'll
put
swing by.
Yeah, put a piece of your art out there. Let
Okay,
people know.
for sure. I would love that. Thank you.
For sure. You have any upcoming events that we should know about?
Yes. I have a show in Brooklyn. It's 1718 Collective. Don't know the location yet, but it's called
1718 Collective?
Collective. That's he's actually the co-founder. You can find him on Instagram. So it's an all-women show since it's February. I mean, February. It's March, Women's Month. So we rule the world. He always does this every year. So I haven't started my piece yet. I'm usually pretty quick. I have to feel what I'm feeling, and I'll have a piece there. I'm also working with New York Public Library. I'm going to do workshop for kids. I usually do it. So I was summoned to, you know, do something for next month. So hopefully I'll do twice a week, a little workshop after work.
Yeah, I see a lot of the females that they have grande labios.
That's me.
That's you?
In my braid.
Yeah.
It's a self-portrait.
You pucker up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of change her up sometimes. Sometimes she looks a little lighter, sometimes she looks a little Asian, depending how I feel.
Yeah. Beautiful. Pucker up.
Pucker up.
So where can we go to find out all this wonderful information?
Olga Correa _art. So Correa, CORREA, Olga, OLGA, all together, _art.
_art.
Yeah, I always post a flyer, upcoming events that I'm in or promoting for other people. You know, it's wonderful. It's so much fun. You guys got to come out.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
we'll
for
check
sure.
it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks
I appreciate you.
Finally, in person. Here we go.
I
High
know.
five. I can go like this.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
Olga.
you. I appreciate
Thanks
you.
for stopping by.
Thank
And,
you.
know, how do you say my house is your house?
Mi casa es tu casa.
Sí.
Ya
All
tú
right.
sabes.
107.5 WBLS. Sofrito.
Thank you.
I'll see you. Thanks.
Aw,
Stop by
thank
again.
you,
all right?
everyone.
Thank you. All right, we'll take a quick break. I've got more coming up next on Open.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Kat from the Kitty Rose Lifestyle, also from The Next Chapter, where we discuss shades of gray every week right here at BronxNet, Saturdays at 11 p.m. Wow, 30 years. 30 years of BronxNet public access television. I'm a girl from Brooklyn and came to the Bronx 25 years ago, started my journey on BronxNet on public access television in 2016, and BronxNet is where I got my start. BronxNet, I feel like, is a home away from home. They support all of my endeavors, and I wouldn't have been able to be on any of the other channels if it wasn't for the fundamentals that I learned right here at my start here at BronxNet. So I am so appreciative. My son says I should stop telling people I'm from Brooklyn because I've been here now, Bronx strong, for 22 years. So I'm so grateful, and I wish you much success in 30 years, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 more, because public access is necessary so that people like myself can have a voice. Yes, BronxNet, it's your girl Kat from Kitty Rose. Check me out every Saturday at 11 p.m. right here, Channel 68, The Next Chapter, where we discuss shades of gray. Mwah.
BronxNet is a wonderful place because it inspires people that want to consider a career in film and television. It's a way to come, learn, it's cost effective, and it's a way to actualize your dreams.
And welcome back. Always a pleasure to have you near. Thank you so much. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and you're watching Open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our next guest is a representative of the Camber Property Group. They join us to highlight the work that the company has been doing in curating the building of the Stevenson Development Square. It's a wonderful development in the Soundview section of the Bronx, and to speak about what this means for residents in the community. So please welcome to the show, Joanna Kandel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Joanna, I can't sing. I can speak a little bit, but I can't sing.
You did a great job. Thank you.
But you know the song. Listen, tell us a little bit about the development over there. I know of the area.
Absolutely. Well, we're so thrilled to have just celebrated the groundbreaking for Stevenson Square, which, when completed, will be over 750 new affordable homes for individuals in the Soundview community. It will include both senior housing, affordable home ownership, and rental opportunities. And in addition to that, when completed, it will be over 20,000 square feet of community facility space, an additional 20,000 square feet of active recreation space, which will include new tennis courts, a sensory park, along with a universal pre-kindergarten and a multi-sport facility. So we're really super excited to bring this to the Soundview community, and we think that's going to provide a lot of opportunities for folks to engage and get active.
So you had the groundbreaking ceremony already, or it's coming up?
The groundbreaking ceremony was last week, actually 2 weeks ago now, March 1st. We were so thrilled to be joined by our community partners, as well as our elected officials. We were joined by the borough president, the councilmember Farias, the state senator, and state assemblywoman, along with the commissioners of the housing. Oh, wonderful. I see a video. Commissioners of the housing agency. So Commissioner Carrion and Commissioner Wisniewski. So we're thrilled to be an honor to be joined by them to celebrate this very exciting moment.
Where's your shovel?
It's sitting in the construction site. They're keeping it warm for me. They're putting me to work.
What impact will the creation of the Stevenson Square development have on the seniors in the District 18?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we're so thrilled to be partnering with Regional Aid for Interim Needs, which is this is the building right here. It's 117 units of affordable senior housing, and we'll be partnering with Regional Aid, again known as RAIN, to provide services to seniors in this building, but also there's a beautiful space, and you can sort of see from the rendering that you have shown on the screen, about 5,000 square feet of community space that RAIN is going to be able to utilize to program and to bring their programs in, to extend their programs to the larger Soundview community, and to really bring and engage seniors across from the neighborhood.
This is great. I mean, it looks good. It looks really, really good. So did the groundbreaking, when do you think it's going to be a finished product?
We anticipate that construction will be complete in 2 years. So it started in January. So we're looking for an opening and hopefully a ribbon cutting, which Dr. Lee, you'll have to come join us as your team already did, in January of 2026.
Yeah, oh, beautiful. What's your favorite part of the project for you?
You know, I'm an urban planner by training, and for me to be able to look at an opportunity to really program a space, and this is such a large space, right? It's an entire city block. And so we've really had to take a critical eye and engage with the community, engage with the Stevenson Commons Tenants Association, the Community Board 9, Borough President's Office, and our designers and our design team. For me, that was really meaningful, and a really important and valuable part of this project is really not just coming in and doing what I think is best, but truly coming in and engaging with the community to think more holistically about what we can provide this community with and how it can be beneficial.
Yeah. Are there any cooperative home ownership opportunities in the plans?
Absolutely. So the first phase of construction includes, as you showed earlier, the 117 units of senior housing, but it will also include an additional 58 units of affordable homeownership, which will be cooperatives. And we're so thrilled to be able to provide that to the community as well. And I know that was a major component of our project, and really important to the electeds as well to see homeownership included.
Well, save one for me.
Of course, no
I
problem.
just like to walk around and see what it all looks like. We've done a few things in the back area back there. Maybe 10 years ago. I think they were developing. Is it the same company?
No. Camber was founded in 2016, so we're a relatively young firm. But since we were founded, we've actually spent a lot of time investing in the Bronx, and so almost half of our portfolio, if not more, is located in the Bronx. We acquired Stevenson Commons, the 948-unit Mitchell Lama affordable complex that's located right next to Stevenson Square in 2017, and capitalized and put almost $40 million of renovation work into it.
Yeah.
And so we're so pleased to be able to continue this investment in the community.
I remember doing something back there with the developing company. Maybe it was 2016. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been with Camber since 2018, so maybe we didn't cross paths then.
Yeah. Wow, small world. But what are the requirements for anyone applying? Is there a housing lottery involved or anything like that?
Yes, all of these units are financed through New York City Housing Preservation Development. And so all will be going through the New York City Housing Connect and utilize and will be marketed in accordance with HPD's marketing guidelines.
Excellent. Now, is this the only area that you're going to develop, or you're looking to develop other areas down the line?
Well, as I mentioned, this is a multi-phase development. So these are the first 3 buildings, but we have 3 more buildings that will be coming online across, just in this location alone, across the next couple of years. And so we're really excited to be able to move on to those next 3 buildings, which in total will be over 600 units of affordable housing over the next 3 years. Next 3 buildings, or the next phases.
Did most of the funding come from the elected officials, or how supportive were they in helping you to get the funding that you needed to make this happen?
They were tremendous, and we really have to thank wholeheartedly our councilperson, Amanda Farias, who gave $2 million to the Rezo dollars to the affordable home ownership building, which is really substantial part of her Rezo budget, and we fully acknowledge that and are deeply appreciative. Really, without her, we would not have been able to make it happen. And furthermore, we're deeply appreciative of Commissioner Carrion for really amplifying and putting this project on HPD's priority pipeline so that we can actually get it in the ground. So we're really grateful for all of our partners, along with the borough president. Really, truly, everyone has been a great support here. I think everyone's really excited to see this actually come to fruition.
Yeah. So when you do the ribbon cutting, we would like to be there.
You have an open invitation. Come on in.
There you go. We'll bring the hamburgers.
Perfect. Love that.
Are you thinking about, what is this right here? Talk about this.
So this was at the groundbreaking. This is our principal, Rick Gropper. I was emceeing the event, but he was giving us a speech on behalf of Camber.
Oh, okay.
And of course, just acknowledging our partners and acknowledging the work that has gone into making this day come to fruition. I've been working on this project since I began at Camber 5 years ago. So as you can imagine, we're all really excited to see it come to life. Here's the council member, Farias. She actually had a wonderful story. She had a family who grew up in Stevenson, and she grew up in Stevenson Commons, and she was mentioning she played there as a kid and was really excited to see, you know, some of these spaces that really are off limits to residents because they're just not safe to use, they're in poor condition, be activated again and really be able to, for everyone to enjoy. So we're so pleased to again have her join us.
Yeah. Will Camber be doing other developments outside of the Bronx?
Yeah, we have a large portfolio and pipeline of projects. We're working on projects now in Brooklyn, in the tri-state area, but most importantly, I think we're very focused about moving the Stevenson Square project to completion and really getting the next 3 buildings online and designed and financed through the agencies. So for us, that's a major priority, is really completing this project and seeing it through.
How do we go on? Do we go online to find out more about this, or I know we're going to be talking about it here at BronxNet, but
yeah. We have a website that is open to everyone. It's stevensonsquare.info, specific to this project. If you're interested in learning more about the construction status and where we are, then you're more than welcome to utilize the website. You can also please feel free to ask questions. It's actively monitored, so if you want to learn more about the project, please send us some of your questions. And in addition, when marketing and when the units are ready to go online.
Yeah, Joanna, that's your song right there.
Yeah, wrap it up.
No, the engineers didn't do this in the studio. I did it right here from where I am. But I didn't have it queued up like we do on radio. But Joanna, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a
We
pleasure.
appreciate you, and we're looking forward to that ribbon cutting.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Thank you again.
There's a song about Joanna. We appreciate you. Joanna Kandel, Director of Development, Camber Property Group. I want to thank you and everybody at your organization for all that you're doing for our community.
Thank you so
Give
much.
us that social media one more time.
You can reach us at hello@camberpg.com or check us out at stevensonsquare.info.
Thank you so much. Joanna, I like that song right there. Joanna, thank you. And you're always welcome to come back, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll take a quick break. I've got more open coming up next. Joanna.
The ability to have my show during this time is helpful because I can stay connected with my friends, still interview people, and share my content.
Years of BronxNet, 4 years of modern noticing, broadcasting stories that may inspire you, untold or underreported stories. BronxNet, your story is heard. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching Modern Odyssey on BronxNet.
I don't know, people may be hungry around here. We're talking about White Castle hamburgers and stuff. Remember the days of White Castle? Well, the days are still here, but after a big party or something like that, the whole crew used to park at a White Castle and, and have fun and eat White Castle, but make sure you eat the right thing. Welcome back. Our last guests are the co-founders of Loc'd and Lit, Loc'd and Lit bookstore. And they join us to highlight how they have been able to fill the void left during the pandemic and after the pandemic, and speak about how they're helping to improve literacy rates in the Bronx. So please welcome to the show Alanna Ramirez and Triciah Claxton. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. You know you got to read. Tell us about what you guys are doing.
Hi, thank you for having us. So I'm Alanna Ramirez, and this is my co-founder, Triciah Claxton. We're the co-founders of Loc'd and Lit, and we are on a mission to open a bookstore by the end of this year in the Bronx. So we're just here encouraging our reading and facilitating a love of reading one book at a time.
Yeah, that's why I said you know you got to read, and you say you're just a friend. You say you're just a friend. Now listen. How important is that? Because a lot of bookstores are closing. People are going online to get books. You know, they're going here, and you got you got Target, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, Amazon. People go online and get these books. How important is it to have a brick and mortar bookstore where you can go in and touch the book, touch and feel, and look somebody in the eyes and ask them questions?
Yes, indie bookstores still matter. While you can certainly get, cheaper alternatives, we want our bookstore to be a real community safe space, a real place where people can come gather, learn about books, like you said, touch and feel books. And there's just nothing like having that relationship with your local bookseller, someone who knows your taste, can give you great recommendations, and also where you can meet other bookworms in the community. It's something that even though you can technically get it cheaper elsewhere, you can't mimic, or you can't replicate that feeling of an indie bookstore. That's really a community space.
How did you guys become bookworms? Did it start off early in life? Mom, dad said, "Here, keep reading. Get something and read it. Get something and read it. Like, get something and wave it."
We're both from a Caribbean background, strict parents. My father was an avid reader. His mother was an avid reader. So when it was like, turn off the TV, go read a book. But books have always been a great companion and source of entertainment.
So instead of waving the rag, you're waving the book. Get something to wave it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing, and some people have problems with reading, but I guess it's like walking. You never walked before. You had to crawl, and you got up, and you fell down, you got up, and you fell down, and then now we do it even without thinking about it. Our legs just take us where we want to go. You're not thinking about walking. I guess that's like reading, too, but a little different. You're thinking about what you're reading, but it becomes easier, is what I'm trying to say, as you go along. The more and more you read.
It definitely does. And then one of the things about our platform is that we choose to highlight BIPOC and local authors. So we think it's very important that all of our readers, all those looking for books or who are interested in books, are able to see their stories within the pages of that book, or able to see their neighborhoods or a face that looks like theirs on the face of the book. So that's why we choose to highlight those types of authors.
So where are you guys going to open up this bookstore? We got to come and pay you a visit.
So we are hoping to open up in the 161st Street area. That is our neighborhood. That is home. That is where we still go to church. That's where Triciah and I have been friends since the second grade. So our school, St. Angelo Merici, was right on 163rd Street in Morris. So that is our community. That is home.
Yeah, and get a back room where you can do like a live broadcast too, to do announcements and everything, and tell people, hey, we got this special book that you may want to get your children to read and think. I'm just thinking, I don't know. I do this all the time. Tell us about these books right here.
Oh, just you want to go ahead?
So Stella's Stellar Hair is written by Yesenia Moise. I hope I didn't butcher her last name, but she's also she's a Bronx native, and I love Stella's Stellar Hair. I brought it. I bought it initially for my young daughter, and it's become like my personal
Yeah.
favorite feel good book. It's about the planets and great illustrations. And Soleil, Lupita's book, also another great book about learning to love and embrace your complexion for the darker skinned girlies. And King of Kindergarten, just like an alternative to those children's books,
Yeah.
representation matters.
And these books right here, Night Crawling.
Yes,
So these
all BIPOC authors. Alanna?
Oh no, go ahead, continue.
So more BIPOC authors. I won't say we exclusively limit to only BIPOC authors, but definitely majority of our stock is. So these are books that you won't necessarily, Black Cake was turned into a TV series. So you won't necessarily always see like the New York Times bestsellers per se, but these are stories written by us for us. Night Crawling is about young girls and the trafficking crisis that's throughout our country. Trail of Lightning, she's an Afro-Indigenous author, like a fantasy mystery kind of novel. Black Cake is about a Caribbean, like story of the diaspora, but family secrets that bubble up and come back to haunt later generations. And Boys Come First, repping for our queer folk, and just like a story of brotherhood, friendship, and singlehood.
Well, you got to put my book in there too, People to Know in Black History and Beyond.
Of course.
My producer can probably pull it up real quick and just, can you do a quick flash? It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble and all that. But listen, I know you know about the Co-op City Barnes & Noble bookstore. Did that help you make a decision as to wanting to open up another bookstore because of the closing of the Barnes & Noble?
Yeah, so the Barnes and Noble. So when Barnes and Noble was open in Co-op City, at that time it was the only bookstore that in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And then so since its closing, Noelle Santos, shout out Noelle from the Lit Bar, she took the initiative. She took the leg to go ahead and open the Lit Bar in the South Bronx. And then so the Bronx is a borough of 1.5 million residents, and just having one bookstore for all of the Bronx is not
crazy.
enough. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. And then so we're just doing our part to just increase literacy, the accessibility, the options, so that all people of the Bronx, far and wide, can come and just have a great time around reading.
Yeah. Are you partnering with any of these schools in the Bronx or throughout the 5 boroughs?
Yes, we are DOE vendors, so we definitely have participated with KIP, Ryer 9, the school on 167th Street. The name eludes me right now, but we've definitely partnered with several schools to provide book fairs as well as books for sponsored books for book events, author events.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an alternative to Scholastic is what we like to say. Once again, highlighting that representation in children's books.
I like it. I like it. How can parents and teachers and guardians get more involved in what you're doing?
They can go to our website, lockedandlit.com, which is LOCDANDLIT.com, and you can find out about our mission, about who we are, and what we're doing right now for the Bronx. And if you need a book donation, feel free to come to us. We do definitely do free book distributions. We're not just profiting, but we want to make sure that everyone leaves with the book at our events.
Yeah, I like that name. How did you come up with that name, Locked and Lit?
And so Trish and I had just both begun our lock journey back in 2019, 2020. So the lock part, and then lit literature, or we're just lit girls. We're lit girls.
Yeah, lit literature. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Oh, you put 2 and 2 together. That's how you put it. That's how you make it. And it resonates too, because you spell it LOC.
Apostrophe
D, and then lit. Everybody uses the word lit. Yo, this is lit.
Exactly. So reading is lit. We're lit. Come on through.
Yeah, reading is literature. Lit. Yeah, beautiful. My producer just said something. What did you say? Do you
Me?
collaborate with the Lit Bar?
We actually have been hosting our book clubs at the Lit Bar for the since the beginning of the new year. So it's all community. There are a lot of people who have initiatives that's happening. We have Cericia Fennell with the Bronx is Reading. We have Tanya Devon with Boogie Down Books. So there is a book community here in the Bronx. We're thriving. You know, Bronx is reading, and so we have support. So Noel has been holding us down, allowing us to host our in-person book clubs there every fourth Saturday of the fourth Sunday of the month from 2 to 4.
Wow, you could say
Yeah.
the Bronx is lit, the Bronx is on fire, the Bronx is reading.
Yes.
We can use all of that.
Yes.
now. That's good. You guys have anything coming up that we should know about or get involved with?
Yeah, we have 2 major events. So April 6th, from 1 to 5, we'll be at 834 Concourse Village East, and we are hosting an event called Books in Bloom, and that is an event where we are giving a platform to local and BIPOC authors to showcase their work to the community. It's a free community event, and we ask that everyone come and participate. And then on June 9th, we are bringing Carnival to the Bronx.
Get something to wave it. Get something to wave it.
Jumping and waving. So this is our major fundraiser to help us with the opening costs of our bookstore. That will be taking place on Sunday, June 9th from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Andrew Friedman Home. You and your staff are always welcome to come and support.
Beautiful. Are you reaching out to anybody to help? This is a nonprofit, right?
So we have 2 different avenues. We do have a book by Loc'd and Lit, which is the for-profit. That's the book selling aspect, and Loc'd and Lit is the free book distribution community events.
Yeah, great. So, do you need money? Do you need volunteers? You need.
We need all the above. This is
He said, "Yeah, exactly."
For the community. So yes, we will take help. We will definitely take sponsorship because this is something that we want to have grassroots in the community because it's for our fellow Bronxites and others.
Where do we go for more info? All that stuff is on your website, of course. We can go there and get all of, and we will make a donation and everything. It's right there on lockedandlit.com.
And you can follow us on Instagram at locked_and_lit on Instagram.
Well, listen, thank you guys so much. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for all that you're doing in our community, all right? We appreciate you and love you for it.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you.
And stay locked and lit.
Yes, we will.
All right. Thank you so much. Triciah Claxton, Loc'd and Lit, co-founder, and also Alanna Ramirez, co-founder. We appreciate you guys. Wow, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. We want to thank our guests for joining us, you, our viewers, for tuning in and checking it all out. Make sure you keep following BronxNet TV for continued coverage. We want to thank you for letting us share in this space and time with you. For all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day, and always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice, let your choice control the choose. And remember, whether you say you can or you can't, either way, you're right. So say you can and you will, but this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and I'll see you over 107.5 WBLS. We love you all. Peace.